Hey guys, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel. We just got home from our Disney Wish cruise. We went over the weekend of March 3rd through March 6th for my mom's 53rd birthday. We literally just got off the ship. I'm talking, we packed our stuff, disembarked at 7:05, 7:10, drove back home. I mad woman unpacked and have everything here to show you because I want to put them away. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so we have some natural light, some bedroom light. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to see clearly. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. It's a mix of things that were freebies or things that were given to us, and a mix of course, things we purchased. So starting with our Disney Wish wands. So we do have 3 of these. I believe that these are similar to the wands that you would get at Cinderella's table. I personally have never been, but I've watched a ton of Disney vlogs and hauls, and I feel like these are pretty similar. But this is the wand itself. So it does say Disney Wish, and it's got, of course, the blue star on top. This ceremony coming in to the ship is really fun because they announce your family name as they do on the other ships. You're given your wand, and then you're gathered in the main atrium where you perform a spell, and the chandelier that's above you changes colors and there's a sound that makes it feel magical. So it is very, very cool. And then I felt like while we were carrying these into Marceline's Market for breakfast, I was definitely using it as like a pointer, and it's just a really fun little plasticky piece. So we've got 3 of those, 1 for each of us. And then of course we have our cards. I'm going to show you Abel's because Mom and I use our own lanyards that we purchased. I think we actually got them at Hobby Lobby. But this is the lanyard that was given to us in our room. I'm trying to get where you guys can see. So it is Castaway Club, Silver Cruise, and then of course you have your Key to the World card. This is what you're going to use for activating the lights in your stateroom, charging anything to your stateroom. This is your main card for pretty much everything on the ship. You'll also notice that there is a Senses Spa sticker. So Mom did purchase for us the Senses Spa length of the stay pass. We only ended up going one of the days because there was just so much to do on this brand new ship, but I think it was well worth it. I mean, we probably spent 2-3 hours in there, and we used the heated loungers. We being Mom and Abel used the jacuzzi. I used the big like deck bed that was out there. It was really, really fun. So lanyard. We also got a backpack, but I already put that away. I'm just now realizing. So it's just a crossbody backpack. I was really hoping for the Disney Wish inaugural tote. I did see some of them for sale at Mickey's Main Sale, which is the main Disney store on ship, but I didn't want to buy one. I was hoping that we would get it in our room. We did not, and that's okay. So moving on to things we did purchase, because I'm trying to kind of stay in order here. This is the only thing Mom ended up picking up for herself. They are these red sequin mini ears. It does have a navy and white striped bow with a little anchor right here in the center. On our last cruise, she purchased the blue and white ears, so she really wanted these red ears to add to her collection. Abel and I got a ton of shirts, and I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm trying to kind of show in order. So let me do this best I can here. The first one that he picked up was this guy. So it has the cruise line wave logo with pirate swords crossing through to kind of look like what would be a skull and crossbones. And then the back has an anchor with the same logo and says Disney Cruise Line. Abel and I are both similar in that we don't love a lot of dated merchandise. We like things that we can wear over and over. This one was $29.99. And because I am a DVC member and had a Disney Visa credit card on file, we did get 10% off everywhere except Castaway Key itself. they don't offer a discount. If anything, it's actually more expensive because there are additional taxes placed on it. So we try not to buy a ton at Castaway Cay for that reason. The next one he really loved was this one. This was $59.99. It is a collared button-up shirt, and it is very cool because it almost looks like architectural blueprint, that it has the ship itself, the wave logo, the funnel, and an anchor, and it's like the blueprints. So really, really like that one. And it's nice white and black, very chic, or I guess formal. You could wear that to a nice dinner with some nice black pants. I just pulled on my bow. And then the one I picked up in Mickey's main sale at that same time, of course, you guys know if you've watched any of my Disney cruise hauls at this point, I have this exact same Spirit jersey for all 3 of the ships I've been on. So I was just actually talking to Mom about it as we were disembarking. I believe this is my 5th cruise. So I did the Wonder with Mom to the Mexican Riviera when I was in college. And then I did the Dream with Abel for our honeymoon. And then we did the Wonder. No, I'm so sorry. Then we did the Dream for the Christmas cruise that I surprised them with. Then we did the Wonder, this most recent one, this past one, over Thanksgiving with Abel's mom and my mom. And then now, of course, the Wish. So the 3 that I have been on are Wonder, Dream, and now Wish. So I have these 3 Spirit jerseys. You can see the Disney Cruise Line logo on the front. And then, of course, it has the name, the Wish, on the back. This one's really cute. I really like all of the characters that they incorporated. You have Donald eating cruise food. So good. Goofy lounging out. Chip and Dale on an inner tube. We still have not done any of the water slides or pools on deck. We have to do that on our next one. Mickey and Minnie, and of course Pluto with his little floaties on his arms or legs. Oh, so cute. And I think this one was $79.99. This one actually doesn't have a price on it, but I think that's about how much the Spirit jerseys are. But I knew that this was a must get for me, so I could complete my cruise Spirit jersey collection. Then we went shopping after, that was the first night because the shops are only open at sailing. So that was the first night. And then the second night, which was our Bahamas stop, after we left the Bahamas and were sailing, we went to Dory's Forget-Me-Nots, I believe. It's a really small shop right off of the Festival of the Foods on deck 11 or 12. And Abel and I got matching shirts. We're that couple. I like matching with my husband. I don't know what to say. So he got this one that says, "Wish You Were Here." And it's a really pretty army green color, or like maybe an olive green color, with Mickey lounging on a chair under an umbrella. You've got the Wish in the back, and it just looks like a little postcard, which I thought was super cute. Again, the price isn't on this one, but I'm sure it was $29.99, just like his other tee. And then I got to match him, and then I'll show you the other shirt he got. This one, he actually said he was going to get this one too, so we would have identical shirts, but I thought that the colors, like kind of the palm trees and the green, matched well enough, and I thought that this color was maybe a little more feminine. And I don't know, I thought that one was sweeter for him, and this one was maybe a little more girly, but you wear whatever you want. So this is the one that I got. Super cute, Disney Wish, and you've got Mickey and Minnie sitting on chairs looking out at the ship, which I absolutely love. Again, no tag. I'm sure it was $29.99. And then the last one that he got from that shop, I'm actually glad that he picked out quite a few things that he loved, because he's definitely not a shopper. It's usually Mom and I that love to shop, and I'm surprised that literally the only thing Mom got was ears, because we are definitely the shoppers of the group. He is not, but I guess the roles were just reversed on this cruise. We ate at World of Marvel, which was by far the best dining experience we had. I would say it was that and then 1923, but those two are pretty close together. And then Arendelle way at the bottom. And if you haven't seen our vlog of our cruise, I'll link that down below so you guys can hear my thoughts on that. But this was the marble shirt that he got. And it does have like a flocking texture to it. There we go. So it has pretty much, not everybody, but it's got quite a lot on here. You've got Black Widow, Black Panther, Wasp and Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, all on there. So super, super cool. Again, no tag. Not helpful. All right, and then, oh, I did get this at Mickey's Mainsail that first night. You guys, Lord knows I do not need a Loungefly. I need a Loungefly, like I need an 8th hole in my head, or an 8th hole on my entire body, I guess. But I couldn't leave this behind. I looked through all of the ones on display to make sure that the bow was pristine, that I liked the pattern on the pocket. This one does feature Mickey, Pluto, and Donald. And then you've got the characters, of course, continuing on the back. But I really didn't need it, but I needed it, you know? It was $75. So it's cheap for a Loungefly because typically the Loungeflies that I get are the sequin ones, and those ones can get up to $90. And this one was $75 with my 10% discount. So it really was a steal. Back to the Castaway purchases, and I wanted to show you what we got here, these last minute things. So on Castaway Cay, Abel has been talking about this shirt since our last cruise. I think I mentioned in our last cruise haul that he wanted to get it then, but they didn't have it in his size. They did this time, and it is the Cookies Barbecue tee. This is his favorite place to eat. It is just the best when you've been running, if you ran the 5K, and then swimming in the ocean all morning, and then you get out, dry off, and go have barbecue. Cheeseburgers, hot dogs, coleslaw, macaroni salad, fresh cookies. It's just the best. So we constantly talk about it. And it literally says, it's so good, Cookies Barbecue. You'll come back for more, Castaway Cay. And it's so true. It really is. I mean, the ship food is absolutely wonderful, but there's just nothing like sun and salt water and then Cookies Barbecue on Castaway Cay. Had to get that shirt. And then speaking of the 5K, we did run the 5K and we did get our medals. It was really fun because last time we went, and this time as well, it's not an organized 5K, you just run it on your own. But last time especially, we had no idea what we were doing. We went to Serenity Bay and just kind of ran there's an interior loop that is part of the 5K course, but not the 5K course in its entirety. And so we just ran that loop like 3 or 4 times until we hit 3.1 miles. But this time, we figured it out. You actually get on the tram and go to the second stop, which is Pelican Point, before you would get on that tram to take you to Serenity Bay. And at the bike rental, you'll see there is the 5K course start and finish. And that's also where you collect your medals. So we did get our medals, and these ones are different from the ones we have on our last cruise. So that's exciting as well, because even though it's the same course, it's just like a Run Disney race where they are different medals. The bands of it say Castaway Cay 5K and I run on my vacay, which is super cute. So super, super happy about that. And then before we even ran the 5K, right when we got off the ship, we did have a PhotoPass photographer take a really good family picture. We ended up purchasing just the one print. It was $20 at Shutters, but they did have photo packages that had 4 to however many prints for $80 to however many dollars. We literally just wanted the one. So this is the one that we got, It's 8x10 print. I went back into Mickey's Mainsail when I picked this up on our last night, and tried to buy a frame. They only have 5x7 frames in the shop, and this is an 8x10 photo. So when I go out and do errands later today, I'm gonna go to TJ or Target and see if I can get an 8x10 frame. But I thought that that was odd that that was the only choice offered for a print, but they didn't have that size frame available. If people are buying photos, I feel like people want to put them in frames, but maybe that's just me. And then while I was getting the print at 10:30 p.m. on our last night, I popped back into Mickey's Mainsail one last time and did pick up a pin, because I like to have pins. But outside of Mickey's Mainsail, there are a ton of other shops. They are all very high end. Mom and I kind of agree that it's very high end or like Disney merchant, Disney prices. I mean, I'm talking like Tiffany & Co. I mean, like way out of my price range. But they did, in a shop called Treasures Untold, they had a little more there in the, you know, manageable, affordable somewhat. They had Pandora, Alex and Ani, Chris Lou, Rebecca Hook, that sort of thing. And I have this Rebecca Hook anchor necklace that I got on our last cruise that I wear now every day that we do any kind of cruising. I love it so much. And I knew I wanted to get another piece to remember this cruise by. So I picked up this Rebecca Hook ring. It is a Mickey. Let me see if I can take it off my finger too to maybe give you a little more detail. Don't know if that's gonna help. It's a Mickey head that is knotted in like nautical rope. And I love that it's two-tone, both silver and gold. So I absolutely love that piece. And then the last thing that we did not purchase but ended up winning. So the very first night we did trivia at the Bayou, and it was Disney Cruise Line trivia, and we were absolutely horrible. I'm talking 8 out of 21. Terrible. Terrible. So we ended up, Abel and I, Mom went back to the room to start packing, and Abel and I went back out and did a trivia, and then we were both falling asleep too. We can't hang. But it was a Disney Sidekicks trivia, and we got 18 out of 20, and so did another party, and they did a tiebreaker that they ended up winning. We did not win, but the cast member was very generous, had 4 medals, and the other team was a team of 2, so he did end up giving us the other 2 as well, since we both did tie at 18, even though they won the tiebreaker. But I've never won any kind of trivia or anything on the Disney cruise, so I'm very proud of our little medals. The tiebreaker question that we were totally far off was how many hairs were created, constructed, CGI'd for Merida in Brave. And Abel and I wrote 25,000 because I think he was being very analytical and thinking of actual like human hair on your head. The answer is 1,500. So if you get that question or you get the tiebreaker, the answer to how many hairs were created for Merida to win was 1,500. So I thought that was kind of crazy. But that is our Disney Cruise Line haul for our Bahama Wish 53rd birthday cruise. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure you watch the vlog as well. I love taking you guys along with us and experiencing everything with us, good and bad. There were definitely a lot of pros and some cons to this new ship. I am so glad that we got to experience it. I will say I'm very excited to go back though on the Wonder in July for Alaska. I feel like the Wonder and the Dream are definitely kind of our home ships. So if you enjoyed, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.